Alright, y'all. I just want y'all to get a good look at this good Texas Twinkie Dip. It just melts right in your mouth. It's one of the best dips you'll ever eat. Let's get into it, y'all. Now, my wife volunteered to do a lot of the chopping today, mainly because she actually enjoys chopping things. First thing we're going to do is grate about half a cup of fresh Colby Jack cheese, freshly grated. Just smells so much better than the pre-shredded stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with using the bag cheese. We actually use some of that too, but if you got a block of cheese laying around, it's worth taking the extra couple minutes to grate it yourself. So after we get all that grated up, we're going to set it to the side. We're using about half of this smoked chuck roast that we cook just like a brisket. Normally, Texas Twinkies are made with brisket, but we wanted to put this chuck roast that we cooked in a previous video to good use. And, let me tell you, it works just as good. Once everything's chopped up, it all goes into the mixing bowl. Then we add 1 block of softened cream cheese. And next up are 4 jalapeños that we picked freshly from our little garden that we have outside. We threw these on the smoker for about 20 minutes and then toss them in the Ziploc bag so they get steamed a little and loosen up those skins. Now, I probably should have left them in the bag a little bit longer because they didn't peel quite as easy as I'd hoped, but hey, that's alright. They still turned out just fine. Once they've cooled down enough to handle, she cuts the tops off, slices them open, and removes the stems and the seeds and those white veins. If you like things a little milder, that's definitely the way to go because those veins are where most of the heat lives. Then she gives everything a really good dice, sets those peppers off to the side. Start mixing everything together. And well, after about 30 seconds, she realized that 1 block wasn't going to cut it, so in goes another block of cream cheese. Now that's looking a whole lot better. Give everything a good mix until it's nice and creamy and all those ingredients are evenly combined. Once it's mixed together, we transfer everything into this small loaf pan and spread it out nice and even. So first we're going to take it out to the pit before we put the rest of our topping on it. We let it go, let it get heated nice and well through for, I'd say, about 30 minutes or so. Just enough until everything's nice and creamy on the inside of this dip. Add a handful of shredded cheddar cheese as well for an even more cheesy goodness. And finally, we finish it off with a generous layer of real bacon bits that we picked up from Sam's Club. And for stuff like this, it's perfect. It's real bacon that's just already chopped for you. So our smoker was running already somewhere around 250 degrees, 275. So we just slid the pan right on there and let it ride. You're not really trying to cook anything at this point. Everything's already cooked. You're just heating everything through and getting all that cheese melted together into one incredible dip. Now, we did take inspiration from Heath Ryle's barbecue, and let me tell you, I just had to give this thing a try. This is one of the best dips that I've ever had. We didn't want to leave it in there too long because we didn't want the cheese on top to get too toasty because we still wanted to be nice and creamy and still be able to scoop it out with a chip or a spoon or whatever. So once that cheese is melted and everything's hot, pull it off the smoker, grab your favorite tortilla chip, crackers, or even toasted bread. One of my personal favorites is Frito scoops. Pairs well with those Frito scoops. So go ahead and dig in. This thing is loaded with that smoky beef, roasted jalapenos, crispy bacon, and plenty of gooey cheese. It's perfect for game day, backyard cookouts, or honestly, any excuse you've got to fire up the smoker. If you enjoyed this recipe, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, let us know down in the comments if you're making yours with brisket or chuck roast. Thanks for watching, everybody, and remember, smoke don't lie, baby.